Well, lockdowns is not just, you're forced quarantine at home. Lockdown is the ideology that we must keep people apart from each other. The ideology that we have to treat each other as biohazards.
And that the state has the right to impose that from the top down, right? Which is a major part of the ideology for everyone's good. One of the things I also knew, and I don't know how much you know about this, and maybe you know a lot about it, the Nazi eradication campaigns started out as public health initiatives. Like the causal pathway is clear. And so that discussed demonization was part of that process. But it was all put forward initially under the guise of protecting the public and doing the best even for the suffering. So it was the Nazis were extremely good at leveraging a false compassion on the narcissistic front to produce unbelievably pathological outcomes. And that went along also with the implicit notion that, well, the state has the right to do whatever's necessary if public health is at risk. And it's whatever's necessary. It's like, really, whatever's necessary, eh? Yeah, well, maybe here's my new theory, my political theory, or part of it. If your response to an emergency makes you terrified and tyrannical, and one of the consequences of that is your claim that the emergency justifies the granting of all due power to you, you are not the right leader. And there's 3 levels of evidence. Number 1, you're frightened into paralysis by the emergency, so you're too small. Second, you're willing to extend the use of tyrannical power to justify response to your fear. That's also an indication that you're not just frightened, you're a frightened tyrant. And third, the claim that you're making that the situation is so dire that you and the people who think like you must be given all the power is a moral hazard of the first order. And so there's 3 identifying features so that everyone listening and watching can understand who not to trust in the leadership position. Is the emergency terrifies them, they become tyrants, and it's so convenient that they also get all the power. It's like, nope, those are not the leaders you want, not even if the emergency is real, let alone when it's manufactured, for the benefit of people who want all the power and all the unearned credit.